holidays can be a stressful season, and parents, of course, know that can often translate into their kids acting out in the strangest ways. So this morning we welcome author Delaney, who joins us now to explain why your children might act out during the holidays and how you can bring them right back down to earth. Good morning, Tara. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Well, you're the author of several books. You work specifically, I know, with kids with autism and some other special needs. But let's start with this whole notion that we just get overloaded. It's like a sensory sensation around the holidays.
Right. Think about all the lights, how your changes in food, sugar, travel, all the things that are happening for kids. Their sleep-wake cycles are off.
Right.
And then what we expect for them to open presents and act really happy and be on stage.
Right. It really is on stage.
Yes.
Because you have relatives, sometimes you haven't seen them.
Yes.
All of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, this isn't my kid. Who is this person?
Exactly. Everybody's kissing them, and they're really expected to be excited and happy because everybody's focusing on them. We all focus on children during the holidays.
So let's do a couple scenarios that I'm sure almost any parent has been through. And let's start with saying, your son or daughter might normally be an outgoing person. They might love grandma or grandpa or a cousin that they don't get to see very often, but for some reason, the kid turns away, runs to the room, won't be social with people that they normally love to spend time with. What do you do about that?
Well, what's happening for that child, they really are on stage, and it's in a sense a stage fright, plus all the sensory bombardment they're feeling during the holidays. So you really want to prepare kids. You really want to talk about who they're going to see. Maybe they haven't seen them in a year, sometimes 2 years, and talk about what to expect, and also talk to the relative and say, is there a place my child can go just for a retreat? I know I have to do that with my own daughter when we go back to our New York relatives, because it's a little different than California, so they're louder and stuff, so I prepare her for that.
And it's also difficult to also prepare the relative, because oftentimes you have a grandma or a grandpa or an aunt or uncle who is pinching cheeks and getting in their face and not responding to the visual cues, the verbal cues that you as a parent know. So what do? Do you just tell that relative, hey, back off?
Well, if ahead of time, and just say, you know what, when we fly in and stuff, she hasn't had enough sleep, because that's what happens. They can't wait to see that child, and just prepare them ahead of time. But it's really more important to prepare your child, because that's the one that's going to get. You can't prepare all the people that are going to touch your child, you know.
And we also work on manners a lot, the pleases and the thank yous. And what do you do for a child who drops their manners, or for some reason they've just been given a toy that they absolutely love, they've been talking about, but then all of a sudden they just act different or not appreciative?
Right. Well, one of the things I tell parents is, especially when there's going to be a lot of family around, practice practice thank you. Basically, having them open stuff. You can even wrap your favorite mixing bowl that your husband gave you for your anniversary and open it and go, this is what you do, even if you don't really like something. Thank you, I really like this. And expectations. Children see so much on TV. They think they're going to get the new DS or da-da-da, because that's what they've been asking for. But you need to really set their expectations up that, you know what, your Aunt Betty might give you that brown sweater. So let's prepare. What do we do with that brown sweater? Thank you, and they'll get through it just like we do when somebody gives us something like that.
Wait, are you promising that I'll get through it as a parent?
Yes, you'll get through it.
Or my money back.
Yeah, and also our expectations of our kids. Yes, we want the please and thank yous, but remember what kind of input that they're getting and how they might be processing that information.
Great information. Delaney, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and we'll be right back. Yeah, it's true.